So what is up, guys? It's FreezyPuck Gaming here, and today I'm welcoming you for an episode very interesting in which we will simulate the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. So as you guys can see, I've already planned both the qualifying rounds in the West and the East. Since in NHL there's not really a way to do a round robin. What I will do for the next turn is I will just keep the team in the order that they finished in the season. So in the East, Boston will stay first, Tampa Bay will stay second, and Washington will be third, and the Philadelphia Flyers will stay fourth. And same thing for the Western Conference. The St. Louis Blues will stay first, Colorado second, the Vegas Golden Knights third, and the Dallas Stars fourth. So, yeah, I will simulate this round, then I will reorganize everything, and I will just play the playoffs. So, I'm going to make a cut in the video, and I will find you back when everything's done with the qualifying round. So, see you then. Let's go. Alright guys, so as you guys can see here, Minnesota won 3-2 against the Vancouver Canucks. The Arizona Coyotes swept the Predators 3-0. The Chicago Blackhawks beat the Edmonton Oilers 3-1. And the Winnipeg Jets swept the Calgary Flames 3-0. For the Eastern Conference, the Carolina Hurricanes beat the New York Rangers 3-1. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-0. The Florida Panthers beat the New York Islanders 3-1. And let's see, Montreal Pittsburgh, it's 2-2 currently. We'll see in the next game and we'll see who moves on, and it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh does win and moves on to the first round of the actual playoffs. So I'm going to quit this, do another playoff mode, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I've reorganized everything. So, fun little fact I forgot to mention was that in the Western Conference, every single upset team won in the qualifying round. So the ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th team all moved on to the actual playoffs. So in the playoffs, we have from left to right and top to bottom, we have the second seeded Colorado Avalanche against the 11th seeded Arizona Coyotes. We also have the 10th seeded Minnesota Wild against the third seeded Vegas Golden Knights. We have the 9th seeded Winnipeg Jets against the 4th seeded Dallas Stars, and we have the 12th seeded Chicago Blackhawks against the first seed St. Louis Blues. In the East, we have the second seeded Tampa Bay Lightning facing the 8th seed Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the third seeded Washington Capitals against the 6th seeded Carolina Hurricanes. With the 4th seeded Philadelphia Flyers against the 5th seeded Pittsburgh Penguins. And we also have the 1st seeded Boston Bruins facing up against the 10th seeded Florida Panthers. So alright, so I will sim all these games and I will come back to you after that. See you then. So alright guys, we are back right now. So as you guys can see, Colorado won in 7 games against the Arizona Coyotes. The Winnipeg Jets surprises the Dallas Stars by winning 4-2. Minnesota beats the Golden Knights 4-1. We don't know yet about Chicago against St. Louis because it is the last matchup of this first round. In the East, all the series were pretty much one-sided. We have Tampa Bay, who beat Toronto 4-2. Pittsburgh beat Philly 4-2 as well. Carolina swept the Washington Capitals, and the Boston Bruins beat the Florida Panthers 4-2 as well. So let's see here who advances. Is it going to be St. Louis or Chicago? And it is going to be Chicago, who surprises another team, and they made their way into the semifinals. So let's go see the playoff tree. So here in the West, we have the 10th seeded Minnesota Wild against the second seeded, Colorado Avalanche, and we got the 9 seeded Winnipeg Jets against the 12th seeded Chicago Blackhawks. In the East, we have the second seeded Tampa Bay Lightning against the sixth seeded Carolina Hurricanes, and we also have the first seeded Boston Bruins against the fifth seeded Pittsburgh Penguins. So I will simulate those games, and I will see you then. So, alright, guys, I've simulated those games, and as you guys can see, the Colorado Avalanche beat the Minnesota Wild 4-2. Chicago continues their Cinderella story and beat the Winnipeg Jets in 7 games. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Lightning 4-1, and Boston against Pittsburgh is going to a Game 7. Let's see who wins this Game 7. Gonna sim, and it is the Boston Bruins who win. And they are going on to the Eastern Conference Finals. So let's see what do we have here. In the West, we have the second seeded Colorado Avalanche against the 12th seeded Chicago Blackhawks. And in the East, we have the 6th seeded Carolina Hurricanes against the first seeded Boston Bruins. So let's simulate these games, and I'll see you then. So, alright, guys, I've simulated those games, and Colorado unfortunately ends the Cinderella story of the Chicago Blackhawks by sweeping them 4-0. And also, the Carolina Hurricanes beat the President's Trophy winner, the first seeded Boston Bruins in the East, 4-2. So your Stanley Cup playoffs for 2020 is the Carolina Hurricanes. I was gonna say call Calgary again against the Colorado Avalanche. So let's see here. I'm not gonna cut this part. I'm just gonna sim the game. So not Calgary. Why am I saying Calgary? Colorado in front 1-0. Colorado 2-0. Let's see. Can they keep it up? Carolina strikes back. Okay. Colorado again wins again. It's now 3-1, 3-2. Carolina wins the fifth game. And the Colorado Avalanche wins the 2020 Stanley Cups by, did I say cups? Cup in 6 games, beating the Carolina Hurricanes. So let's see here. So here's your playoff tree for the actual playoff, not including the qualifying round. So you could see Colorado pretty much had an easy route on their way because they beat the 11th seeded team, then the 10th seeded team, and then the 12th seeded team in the West. Carolina pretty much had a harder path, beating the 3rd seeded team, the 2nd seeded team, and the 1st seeded team, but at the end, it doesn't matter. They didn't win. So let's see here. McKinnon probably won the award, the Conn Smythe. I don't know if I could see that. I can't. So let's see. McKinnon, Kadri, and Landeskog pretty much dominated. Rantanen as well. They dominated the league pretty much in points. So there you have it. The Colorado Avalanche wins the Stanley Cup with only 7 losses as well. So that was it for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter. Really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time for another episode. Well, for another episode of something else, because I'm not doing this again until next year. So until then, ciao.